And we're live. Hi everyone, this is amateurgamer, and I'll be returning to Beyond All Reason cast. Now we have a 4v4 on the Charlie in the Hills remake version 1.1. First I'll introduce our players and then we'll look at the map. So for the top side we have the Saxman as red, Space DJ as pink, Night Skies as orange, and yellow is Iron Stud. And then for the bottom side, we have Rockin' Tribe as green, Suicidal Walnut as blue, purple is Aim, and Carbon Weave is teal. So I'm gonna just leave it to play as we look at the map. So we have a high ground for, I guess, I'm assuming the leader? We don't know. We have some rocks in the corner. That is very interesting. Rocks in the corner. We have a decent number of trees for additional energy. We do have some of these, I call them geysers. That's probably not right. And there's, okay, we have additional rocks in kind of these, I guess, not even corners, just along the side that if you really need them, you could grab them. I don't see any metal sites. Ooh, are we already seeing early harassments? So we do see teal. If teal, yeah, you don't want to get too close to the enemy commander. Oh yeah, that's a. If teal could have destroyed that, that would have actually made a difference. Oh, look at these on fire. But yeah, I don't see any metal sites on this, so it looks like it might just encourage airplay where you could kind of cut in along the outside. And then in the middle we have some more rocks, mossy rocks, some metal extractors. Given the terrain, we're definitely gonna see kind of a cutoff in the middle somewhere. There's definitely a lot of resources in the center, so that will be highly contested. But at the same time, the middle is, I mean, you do have these small ridges, so these small ridges can be options to build like agitators. We have a fighter. Ooh, someone went aircraft plant. Now, I remember one cast where I was trashing aircraft, and I trashed it because of the performance of that. But then we have another one, which was on the straight, where the aircraft grabbed a lot of extra metal sites. And I mean, we have seen in my casts some of the bombing runs that have paid huge dividends. Is anyone going for the hydroelectric or whatever it's called? The tidal generator. Guess nobody is doing that. Because that is an option. That is a pretty reliable way. And they could build it here. I mean, if they are going to go to the central locations. Oh, that's what purple is doing. Is purple gonna get greedy and go for this ridge? I hear combat. And we're already seeing these paralyzer. I don't remember their names, okay? Shuriken, light paralyzer drone. Wait, there are two players that went for air? No, that's green, sorry. So this will force the upper team getting some of their own anti-air. Wait, did orange go for? So confused. Or is that yellow? Oh wait, no, it's red. Okay, so both of the players. Oh, do they have to? I just realized. Oh, they can't bring their. Oh, they have to go for it. We're seeing We're seeing yellow already harassing teal, and teal doesn't have a good answer. These blitzes are paying for themselves. These are the kind of raids that are going to put you really behind. Yeah, the damages are already done. I mean, look at the metal extractors that teal had. And right now, Irish stud is smells blood. Oh, is yellow going for more? Because if they keep destroying the economy, yeah, teal is gonna have a hard time recovering from that. At the same time, okay, I was wondering why they built fighters. Now it makes sense because their counterpart in the north is, of course, going to go for air units as well. But right now we have purple and ooh, orange took a lot of damage. You definitely don't want your twin medium rocket launcher taking too much damage. But we do see some artillery here. And right now, yellow is very emboldened, but yeah, yellow is going to be very emboldened. Where's the... Okay, I was like, do they have a radar tower? Because the radar tower will ensure that the artillery will keep harassing the enemy. Now, it might take a while. Huh. Right now, we are seeing some air combat at the top. Orange does have... Oh, both sides have artillery. But purple does have to travel a longer distance. Actually, missile tanks might be the better call here. Why are you trying to... Surprised they're trying to build men extractors here. They haven't secured this area one bit. So the question is... There's pressure on both sides. I just don't know if orange... Okay, pink is joining the battle. Oh, orange is like, you know what? I'm gonna bypass your defenses. And I'm gonna go for your less defended territory. Yes, missile tanks are strong. But the thing is, they take time. And that time may not be something you have if your enemies are going straight for economy. So that was what I was thinking about for yellow. It's like, yes, you could push forward, but you leave a huge flank open, and if your opponent can take advantage of that. What is... Oh, man. I'm like, green, you're also hitting your own allies. Just saying. Sentry. But we do see some nettles because they're like, yeah, the enemy has a lot of air. Do you see a single shell shocker? I wonder if yellow... I mean, yellow is accumulating a lot of resources into static defenses. I wonder if... I mean, they also know the enemy is in a better position to fend off their raids. But yeah, right now, the fact that purple and teal both got raided will have an impact, and orange is really playing a dangerous game. That isn't much health left. It won't take much for that to get blown up. And currently we see... Ooh, purple's commander is also engaged. So we are going to see if purple could push through. But if purple isn't careful... Yeah, with all of these fighters, I wouldn't worry about enemy... Yeah, with all of those fighters, I wouldn't be as worried about bombing runs. But I mean, if they just get a good bombing run going, probably would be worth it. Yeah, they need to play safer. But they have a... Someone built tier 2. Is that you? Wait, what? Really? Blue went... I mean, to be fair, Blue did feel like mostly absent this whole time. So that's why Blue was largely absent. Wait, does that mean Pink also went for tier 2? Top seems to be going for lower tiers. And at the moment, Orange feels like they have to dislodge the enemy position here. But all of these rocket tanks are, especially with the support of the enemy commander, is making a huge difference. I feel like if the south side are going to break through, it's probably going to be through here. But now the question is, can Teal hold off? Yeah, ooh, they already have Jaguars. So the fact that the bottom side have tier 2 will make their life a bit easier. Oh, I see. Wait, are they building those Melsers or are they... No, I think Blue... So, Blue is probably like build up economy and then give important units to allies so they could focus on economy while their allies... Does anyone have tier 2? I don't think anyone went for tier 2. Oh, never mind. Purple went for it. I just didn't catch when that happened. Aggravator. So yellow is making a push. Bot lab. I don't think yellow has unless yellow's going for tier 2. Otherwise I feel like yellow could have been more aggressive. Yes, they did do the raid earlier, but man, Teal is slowly getting back into the game. They still have Mousers, or did they lose it? You will hope they didn't lose Mousers. Those things are not cheap. I didn't remember their cost. Yeah, 270, 4100. I feel like yellow might lose their commander because they're gonna be too far forward, and with Mousers being in play, that is going to be quite rough. And these Jaguars aren't great against medium. Maybe they're better against light tanks. Ooh, are we gonna see a devastating bombing run? This is what I was saying. I was like, this is probably why these terrain exists. So currently, how aggressive will yellow be? Yellow might want to push back. Oh, yeah, yellow, you don't want to push forward without support. This bombing run is gonna be... See, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Like, yes, you could stop bombing runs. But if enough damage is... Like, you can't shoot them down instantly. And honestly, that bombing run probably accomplished a lot less than they would have hoped. And right now, purple is pushing really dangerously close to orange's base. Is purple getting overwhelmed? Yeah, purple could smell blood. But if they're not careful, actually they should be fine. I don't see yellow putting enough pressure in this area. If they aren't careful and lose their commander here, that will be... Wait, what happened? Wait. The purple... Oh, purple. Oh, that's really bad. I was like, why did the color change? I was glancing. So I think purple left. And with purple gone, it means it's 3v4. Which is really bad. Blue is trying to support this end. But now yellow is like, I'm going to go for this. And wait, did they have another bombing run? Because I thought they had a tier... I thought they had a tier 2 somewhere. Oh, that fusion reactor is not gonna finish. I'm assuming it's just a disconnect because purple was certain. Yeah, this is just too much too micro for green. Now they are just going to get picked apart. Well, to be fair, this side also got Sheldon, so... Man, this was a close game. Like, you see yellow putting pressure on teal, maybe not as much. But they kind of forced blue and teal to respond. And then purple was really close to breaking through. But then purple disconnected, which is terrible. I'm assuming that's the disconnect. That's the timeout. Otherwise, I think it would have been... Honestly, the longer this game drags out, I do think the south side would have won. Like just looking at the situation. Because purple was really close to targeting this. And once this is gone, like orange doesn't have much left. And then at the same time, yellow wasn't able to make progress in this meantime. But I shouldn't count them out just yet. Because right now blue and teal are trying to make a push here. If the top side gets too overconfident, they might not be... I mean, this is probably better, honestly. This allows green to concentrate on certain location better. Do they do damage? Oh, they do. Yeah, these... By paralyzing enemy artillery, the rocket bots, it's helping. But honestly, right now, green shouldn't be pushing too aggressively. Green just need to hold. If green could hold off 2 opponents, while teal and blue can make their own push forward, I think that's gonna make a huge difference. And they're already making a push. They have these bows, clearing out enemy basically control along here, flanking the enemy Sheldon. A lot of these will get lost, and we do see some stealths. They are still outnumbered right now, so it's not stellar. I don't know if sending a single bow is a good idea, but having all of those bombers, yeah, that paid off. I know they were trying to get better map control in the center. And these bows did... Oh! Pink got too aggressive. Pink is like, I just need to support the push. But when your opponent have tier 2 units, that is not a good time for a push. And I think yellow just lost their commander. It looks like the top side is slowly collapsing. They had an advantage. I felt like orange. I think it was oranges. Oh wait, sorry. No, pink. Was it pink? Yeah, I think pink gonna build some static defenses to at least slow the enemy down. And now green has all of these Sheldons. And they have this stealth tank which they can't detect, so... Man, the south side is really turning it around. At one point, I thought they lost. I actually thought they lost. But yellow does feel like a new player because I actually don't know what yellow... is doing. Yellow is currently... I mean, like, teal alone is probably able to hold off yellow. Which allows... I mean, green is doing a great job holding off orange and purple. And with the number of Sheldons they have, I mean, of course, it doesn't take much. All you need is red to have a good bombing run, and these guys would be gone. But at the moment... Oh, speaking of bombing runs... I don't think they have any anti-air. Or at least not enough. Yeah. Yeah, these... That's the thing I was saying. Like, these bombing runs are only good if you can intercept the enemy fast enough. And if you can't, it does have an impact. But green's economy has been doing well. Yeah, green is doing a great job trying to defend the airs and all of that. And right now, their Sheldons... See, this is a teamwork I was talking about for like the last game. If one player has long range like Sheldons and the other player has like hard to kill heavy assault tanks, then you are in trouble. I mean to be fair, here green didn't really take advantage of it because they have to focus on so many things. But if while these guys were pushing forward and these Sheldons are also sent to deal with the enemy. Wow, that Teal's commander is at death's door. Yeah, probably sending it back would be better. Are these heavy missile tanks? They're probably not great at dealing with these. Anti-air flak guns. I think the Jaguar is just too fast. I think they're going after the commander there. But the problem for them is green is on orange's doorstep. And we have a battle of the Sheldons. So the question is, who will come on top of this? And see, in this case, green needed to wait, right? Mobile artillery. Against bows? Yeah, that's not going to work too well. See, what green needs here... What green needs here is for those bows to push forward. Because they either focus on these bows or they focus on the Sheldons. They can't do everything. And orange's economy might be in shambles at this point. Yeah, that's a little too late, orange. So I do think, like, this game has been amazing because there were so many back and forths, right? Yellow was able to do serious economic damage to teal, but teal was never out. Yellow was never able to deliver that finishing blow. If teal was eliminated, I think this game would have been finished because blue would be busy. Blue might not be able to go so greedy for tier 2 in that case. And then And then purple did a very good job. Came very close, and then purple got disconnected, and I was like, oh dear, that's really bad. But green, man. Green not only made sure that the skies are safe. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot of... That's a lot of bombers. Man, green is struggling to multitask. Like, not only are they trying to shoot down all the enemy bombing runs, they also need to control all of these Sheldons. So at this point, yeah, that's already destroyed. Orange is mostly out of the game. Now, if... Yeah, going for fast assault bots. I think these Sheldons are gone. Yeah, they can't survive all of those bombing runs. I mean, this does buy them more time. Man, these bombing runs are pretty good. But now that orange has been eliminated, blue is like, I'm going to focus on yellow. If I crush yellow, then there's two flanks we can push in through. But I think at this point they do... Whoa, what is this? This is a major fighter battle for control for the air, man. Yeah, these bombing runs are helping, and it may slow them down, but I feel like these bombing runs also have their own share of friendly damage. Red is trying to keep it in the game, man. I feel like both green and red are doing incredible things. Are they gonna charge straight through? They're just trying. But I don't think throwing units like that is gonna be worth it. And yeah, right now with less defenses, all of these fiends are gonna have a really good time. Oh, that is not what you want. Oh, that is so much friendly damage. That is the downside of bombers. They're not great for defending. But yeah, I don't know what yellow was quite doing. It felt like for a long time yellow was kind of just not putting any pressure. Because like I said, if yellow defeated teal and start threatening blue, I think the game would be a very different story. Because blue wouldn't be able to support purple. Purple wouldn't be able to get very far. Pink has done everything they could. Like pink literally provided... I think pink was the one that provided the tier 2 constructor. But yeah, green, like, I think blue provided tier 2 to the others. But yeah, blue, so blue and green, who would I put as MVP? I will put green. Green not only had to support this flank, also had to defend from those bombing runs. Honestly, if those bombing runs succeeded in destroying these tier 2 vehicle plants, I don't think green and blue would have been able to fight back effectively. Yeah, that was... And also don't forget, green was managing Sheldon, fighting for the air. And also kudos to teal. Teal could have given up after the early raid, but kept going, stayed in the game, still had the commander. That is incredible. And while Teal said thanks for the carry, I think Teal did a great job. Because by holding, like even if yellow doesn't attack, the idea of an open flank is going to greatly change how blue will approach the battle. And by staying in the game, blue did a great job. Yellow, I don't know why they stay idle. They started off great, but yeah, not sure what happened there. Orange. Orange tried. But I feel like orange was initially outmatched by purple. But once there was an opening, Orange did push forward, but then they weren't able to get the momentum they needed to overcome Green, who did a stellar job. There was a push, and they did get very far, but in the end, I think Green just did a stellar job defending. Pink, I mean, Pink, I think provided the constructors the bunch of just what they needed. Get to tier 2, support allies. I felt like Pink could have supported Yellow in defeating Teal. If Teal went down, yeah, like I said, it would have been different. Red, Red did okay. They did have a few bombing runs. They weren't super successful, but near the end, if Green wasn't at the top of their game, I think those bombing runs would have at least eliminated this base and heavily crippled Blue. And at that point, I think the game would have been decided. So it was a very back and forth battle. It could have been either side, and honestly, it was an incredible game. It was really fun to watch because, to be fair, I do jump to conclusions. I'm like, oh, purple is gone. The south side is gonna lose. And at the start, I'm like, oh, teal has been raided and lost a lot of economy. The north is probably gonna capitalize on this. And really, if they capitalize on this, the game would be very different. So, at this point, yeah, that was a fun game to watch. Fun game to cast. And just a fun game in general. I felt like both sides had a chance to win. But in the end, it's the south side that was able to capitalize on the situation. Blue destroying enemy resource production. Yeah, Blue did a lot. Blue had a very big map presence, even though they didn't build a lot of defenses. They destroy a lot of enemy units, defenses, production. And yeah, Blue was very cost effective, also providing units like Mousers to Purple. And just supporting Teal so they could push Yellow back. I don't know if Blue was the one. Actually, it might have been Teal who destroyed the Yellow commander. And then Red is... They said the traitor destroying ally units, but... Like, at that point, when you have bombers, right? They're indiscriminate. Yeah, Blue did a ton. I feel like, yes, Blue did a ton, but I would still give Green MVP just because Green held the flank, defended the air. Because if it weren't for Green, I especially their stellar defense with these fighters, I think the game would have ended for the South. Pink produced the most resources. Blue took the most damage. Purple slept longest. I mean, Purple got disconnected. I felt bad for that. Because Purple did come very close to pushing through Orange. Disconnected. Orange and Pink pushed back. And then Green somehow held. Not only off that attack, but also the bombing runs. And then it was back and forth. It was fun to play. I wish I get more of these games. But like I said, I don't watch these. I don't know the outcome. I just watch them like from a news spectator, and yeah, it's so much fun. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good one.